Check, check. Check one, check two, check.
Delusions of grandeur, when self-esteem becomes distorted. Delusions of grandeur or grandiosity represent a psychological phenomenon in which a person develops an unrealistically inflated image of their own value, abilities, or role in the world. This is not simple confidence or healthy ambition, it is a distorted sense of self, often accompanied by fantasies of power, success, uniqueness, or moral or intellectual superiority. This condition may appear temporarily, during moments of stress or excitement, or it can be a persistent personality trait. In more severe cases, it may be a symptom within a clinical disorder such as narcissistic personality disorder, manic episodes in bipolar disorder, or psychotic disorders with grandiose delusions like schizophrenia. People with grandiosity often believe they have exceptional talent or a unique destiny. They reject criticism and devalue anyone who disagrees. They are extremely sensitive to failure, which they perceive as unfair. They expect admiration or special treatment regardless of merit, and they see others as tools to serve their own purpose. This leads to a cognitive distortion. The individual no longer sees themselves or others realistically, but through a self-centered, defensive lens. In David's case, we observe a clear example of this cognitive distortion. His perception of his own abilities and his interactions with others have become increasingly skewed. This has naturally caused significant concern among those close to him. David is a 43-year-old business consultant with a decent track record. Recently, however, colleagues and family have expressed concern about his behavior. "No one in this company is on my level. It's only a matter of time before I get the recognition I deserve. I'm meant for bigger things." He talks frequently about launching a revolutionary business, though he has no concrete plans. He describes himself as a visionary, a future thought leader. He dominates meetings, ignores feedback, and treats colleagues with superiority. At home, he isolates himself, saying his family doesn't understand his mission. David's grand vision isn't based on achievements, but on unsupported beliefs. He reacts angrily or sarcastically to criticism, and when ignored, he feels misunderstood or even persecuted. Clinically, David may be in a hypomanic phase or show severe narcissistic traits. Either way, his condition affects his professional performance, relationships, and emotional well-being, and should not be dismissed as simple ego. Diagnostic frameworks are essential for understanding and treating conditions like David's. They provide a structured approach to identify symptoms, evaluate their impact, and guide effective interventions. Without these frameworks, we risk misinterpreting or overlooking critical aspects of an individual's mental health. In today's diagnostic frameworks, the term megalomania is no longer used. Instead, clinicians refer to grandiose delusions in psychotic contexts, grandiose ideation in mood disorders, and pathological grandiosity in personality disorders. These are assessed based on the degree of distortion, impact on reality, level of insight, and functional impairment. Why is this important? Because individuals with delusions of grandeur rarely seek help. They often believe others are the problem, and that they are above the need for therapy or support. But this mindset can damage relationships, undermine careers, and hinder emotional development. Therapeutic work in conclusion. Therapeutic work focuses on rebuilding a realistic self-image, exploring the roots of the need for superiority, strengthening genuine self-esteem, and encouraging healthier, reciprocal relationships. Grandiosity is often a fragile mask. Behind the apparent confidence lies deep insecurity, unresolved wounds, and fear of insignificance. Recognizing this is not about judgment, it's about understanding and intervention.